I'm the Genius Asian. Welcome to the Genius family.
Today we are going to show you how to trim your hair with either a single section or two sections. We have this large number 12 38mm guard that's about 1.5 inches, but the standard set no longer contains this size. So the longest most of you may have is the number 8 25mm guard. It may cost as much as $10 to purchase only the larger one, so I will show you how to stack a 16mm guard and a 22mm guard together to form a larger size. Tape a rectangle block, such as this 9-volt battery, as a filler on one guard. Notice that one side of the battery needs to abut where the blade tip will be touched. Attach the second guard, as you normally do, and move the taper lever up to the closed position. Tape the first guard with the battery and the second guard with the clipper all together. See, it is pretty sturdy. The stacked guards may not be exactly 38mm in size, but it is pretty close. Now we test the stacked clipping guard. We test the single 38mm guard. Results are quite similar. We spray some water and comb hair straight. We try again. Note that the longer the hairs are, the more difficult to trim, because they do not stick straight up for you to cut. You need to move against the growth of hair. Spray some water and still go over it many times. We go over both the top as well as the side. No need to set up a mirror or video chat. You are doing your entire head as a single section, all the same length, so just go over your hair many times. Once the whole head has been cut, you probably do still want to trim the neckline and sideburns, and then stop there. But we will need to cut hair again in 2 weeks, which is fine since the single section is easy to do. Okay, after a shower, this is what it looks like when I have both the top as well as the sides at 38mm. This will last about 2 weeks. We will experiment to cut a little bit more to try to extend the time up to 4 weeks. I will show you how to blend in the two sections next. I will use an electrical wire to draw a line to divide the top section and the side. I bend the wire to form a circle. Attach rubber bands to the wire. Wear the wire on your head like this. Use a comb along the wire to get hairs under the wire out. You may spray a little water so that your hair is a bit damp. We will try this number 8 25mm guard. Start from the side and work toward the middle. Move against the growth of hair. I go straight up. If your hair grows the opposite way, you can move in the opposite direction. When the guard passes our line, you roll the guard up to create feathering so that it will taper with the top length. At the hair growth rate of 10mm per month, this 25mm cut on the side will last a month. The professional barbers use number 1, number 2, and number 3 sizes on the side. We will show the process in our next video. They will start from the lower section and then move to the top, but you should start from the top because it is much easier. Then do the sides. But the current video is for a beginner, and if we use number 1, 3mm, it will show skin, and if you have an imperfect cut, it would be very obvious. The goal here is to fix a messy look so that you look neater. Not necessarily looking like you have a completely new major haircut. Also, some people may prefer to keep somewhat longer hair on the sides, not only to be able to conceal a slightly imperfect cut, but also because of imperfect head shape. You can find your perfect guard size using either single or double sections, and repeat it every month. Once you learn how to do this, it will save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in valuable time because you may not even go to a barber at all. This is the look before washing my hair. This is after washing my hair, with 38mm on top, 25mm on the side. Naturally, though, you may question what it would look like if we had used clipping guard sizes smaller than the 25mm guard. To save the time you would need to spend experimenting, we will show you what it looks like if we decrease the 25mm size to smaller sizes while keeping the top at 38mm. This is the result from a number 7 22mm size clipping guard. It is difficult to see the result before you wash your hair. That is why we show before and after, to help our viewers to visualize what it will look like and minimize the number of showers you will need to take. Ignore the imperfection on the sideburns, which resulted from our experiment in a previous video. We are not saying our process requires you test different sizes, not at all. We are just doing these experiments to show you the differences. "22mm was definitely better than 25. This is the number 6 19mm size. The hair is short enough I don't have to spray the water anymore. It is only 3mm difference, so the 19mm still looks pretty good. This is number 5, a 16mm size. This still looks okay. This is number 4, 13mm size. This starts looking bare, not that good. This is number 3, 10mm size. Note that one side of the ear trim guard is 8mm and the other side is 4. It is the equivalent of tapering from 8 to 4mm. When we use the number 3, 10mm guard to trim the back, the ear trim guard would naturally taper it as well. The number 3 looks bare. Now I should stop here, because it is more likely it will look worse if I use size number 2, which is 6mm. Anyway, we went ahead to complete the experiment. This is using number 2, 6mm size. Size number 1 will show skin, and no doubt it will not look good. Even I don't want to try. So looking back, we think either number 7, 22mm, or number 6, 19mm on the side, was in fact the best point for me, although it is a matter of opinion. With finishing touches done, as we discussed in our previous video below. The easiest part is to trim the neckline. Spray a little bit of water, comb your hair straight down and flat. If you want a squared neckline, you can use a wire as a guide or template. Place the wire around the back of your head and twist it together in the front. Adjust it to the length you want to cut to. But I like a rounded neckline, so we will make a simple neckline guide to guarantee you can't make a mistake. This is the plastic lid from a large container of coffee. Mark the 2 diameter points, then cut the center of the lid out. Cut through one of the marked points to open the ring. The other marked point will align with the center of your neck. Use your thumb to press this ring to the center of the back of your neck on that mark and place other fingers to the side. The top of the circle should be pointed towards the top of your ears. The clipper's taper lever should be up and you flip the clipper to trim. If you find you are not used to directing the blade while watching a video, you can close your eyes. When you feel the blade reaches the plastic circle, you can just press it to the hair and drag it down. If you are not sure how long you want your hair, start low. You can always decide to move up and make it higher, but not the other way around. Since I have made this template, I have never failed on the neckline. This task is a simple one, and it is really hard to fail on this. Next, we trim the hair behind the ears. Here are clipping guards for left and right ears. They are marked left and right, and the taper lever is at the down position. Spray a little bit of water, comb your hair straight down and flat, hold the top of the ear down and move the trimmer upward from the back and around the ear. Unlike the neat trim on the neckline, my hair overall does not show as significant an improvement from just this trim because the surrounding hair is too long. It would be much better if I have short hair all around, or if I complete the haircut with feathering. For fine-tuning around the ear, there is a separate ear trim guide.
Are you worried about the ears? Rubber band. Masking tape to mask out. Toilet roll. 100% protection.
Next, we shave the sideburns. If you shave the sideburns higher than your ear, then you will have to cut more to blend in with the rest of your head. Therefore, if you want to keep it easy, you should only cut up to this point where the top of your ear joins your face. The sideburn could be cut tilting down or tilting up or straight. I will demo with my left sideburn going down and the right going up so that you can make your style choice. I spray some water on my left side and comb flat. I wrap a wire under the top of the ears and under my eyes. The clipper's taper lever should be up, but don't turn it on yet. First, use the other hand to guide the blade to find the position. Once your blade rests on the position, make sure your thumb is touching your face. I call the point where the thumb touches the face the anchor point. The anchor point brings you close to the rough location, and you rotate or pivot along the anchor point to reach a more precise location. This way, the operation is divided into 2 steps. Anchor your thumb on your head, and then move the clipper without moving your hand. Without this anchor point, your head may move, your hand may move, and your brain is not trained to control multiple moving objects. Next, I will show a higher sideburn on my right side. I spray some water on my right side and comb flat. I wrap a wire under the top of the ears and over my eyes. The clipper's taper lever should be up and you flip the clipper to trim. It is easy to do very neatly. The traditional method is to use mirrors, but we started to use new technology for a better result. Instead of using mirrors, I sign into a Zoom room from both a cell phone as well as a laptop. I put the laptop in front of me and cell phone on a tripod placed behind me or on the side. The phone's camera shoots the back of my head and projects to the laptop in front of me. This way you can cut your hair easily. If you prefer to do your hair cutting in a bathroom, I have 8 different setup suggestions for you if you don't have a tripod. Check out my other video for details. In case you don't have my setup, I will show you some alternatives. Zoom video is easy to use, but it requires internet with good bandwidth. Skype or WebEx or other video chat programs also require internet connection. The bandwidth bottleneck may limit your video resolution or cause freezing that limits the effectiveness of your video camera. I may make another video to show you how to use only local Wi-Fi to connect your phone and a laptop, or if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can use a USB cable. I should also note that when you use Zoom, enable the video on cell phone, but disable the video on your laptop to conserve bandwidth. Please leave comments below so that I know there is interest in this subject. If you don't have a tripod, you can attach your cell phone to a stationary place and move the laptop as you cut the side or back instead of moving the cell phone. Check out my other videos that showed you how to attach the cell phone to your windows and to your cars. That will give you ideas on how to attach to any place you want.
Share this with people who you know that need it. Leave your own genius tips in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm the Genius Asian. Subscribe for more useful videos.